Hey, what's going on? This is Joel with the Money Codes, and I'm here to give you today's Money Code fix. And today I want to do a kind of like a behind the scenes deep dive on Experian and Experian Boost and what I recommend it to someone that is trying to get their credit up. If they're trying to get your credit profile improved, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to do some damage when it comes to your credit, what I recommend Experian Boost. So I've been watching the NBA playoffs. I'm watching a lot of the games, and every 5 minutes it seems I'm seeing an Experian Boost commercial with John Cena, and he's doing random things like saving people from using Credit Karma and all these little funny commercials. They are funny, they are entertaining. I'm thinking in my head, why is Experian spending so much time and so much money on Experian Boost? Why are they spending so much time doing this? So if you're not hip to Experian and Experian Boost, they do offer a service where essentially all you do is you sign up for free, and you can see I'm on the website here. If you click start your boost, it'll take you to a page where you can go and input your information. You'll set up your account, and you're able to actually link your bank information, and they'll actually be able to see your Verizon, your Sprint, your Netflix, your Hulu, your electric bill, random utilities that you spend every month. They're able to see through your bank account what you're spending money on a monthly basis, and they're able to take those Netflix accounts and add them to your Experian credit profile, and then give you a credit boost based off of that. So you will see a 10, 15, 20 point increase, especially if you have a very thin credit profile, meaning you don't have a lot of stuff on your credit report to begin with. So if you have like a bare bones credit profile, if you end up adding a Netflix account or an electric bill, you will see a credit increase, but that goes for pretty much any primary account that you add. You can add a secured card, you can add an installment account from self, you can add quite a few different primary trade lines, and you'll still get the same effect. So I'm not going to go over the step-by-step on how to sign up. It's very straightforward, but really at the end of the video, and again, spoiler alert, I'm probably not going to recommend this for you anyway, but I do want to go over their website, and I want to show you and go over why they're spending so much time and money trying to get us to sign up for the services. All right, so let's just scroll down very quickly. You can see here Netflix, Disney, Hulu, HBO, Verizon. So things that you are spending money on every single month. If you are paying on time, if you are paying regularly, Experian will be able to see that by looking at your bank account and then give you the 10, 15, 20 point Experian increase. Now here's the thing, and I want to read this one sentence. Credit score calculated based on the FICO score 8 model. Your lender or insurer may use a different FICO score than FICO score 8 or another type of credit score altogether. And I'm not going to read everything. Not all lenders use credit information impacted by Experian Boost. Now, why is that? Why is that? Well, let's look at this very quickly. Let's look at FICO. We're on FICO's website, and these are all the different FICO scoring models that they use when they're ready to do an approval or figure out what kind of interest rate they're going to give you. So let's say you are looking at your mortgage. Let's say you're trying to buy a home. They're not going to be looking at your FICO score 8. You see here, FICO score 8. You go try to get a mortgage, they're not paying attention to that. You try to get a mortgage, they're going to look at your FICO score 2. They may look at FICO score 5 and FICO score 4. Those are the old school Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax scoring models. They're still back in the ice age when it comes to things. They're not really hip to the new scoring models. So if you're trying to get a mortgage, they're not paying attention to your FICO score 8. If you're trying to get an auto loan, what are they going to be looking at? They're going to look at your FICO auto score 8. They're going to look at your FICO auto score 2, 5, and 4. I know if you try to go to Navy Federal, if I'm not mistaken, they're actually utilizing FICO score 9. They're not even using FICO score 8 when it comes to making decisions to give credit and different loans. So I realize that a lot of these mortgage lenders, if you try to put an authorized user, or if you try to get Experian Boost and you try to put your Verizon on your credit report, they're not going to give you a mortgage loan based off of how well you pay your Verizon cell phone bill. They're not doing that. A lot of these big banks, they're going to take that information and they're going to screen it out. They're not even going to pay attention to it. So yes, so if you do go ahead and sign up with Experian Boost, you can see a 10, 15, 20 point boost, but that's only for FICO score 8, and that's only for Experian. Remember, you still got TransUnion and you still got Equifax. So if you're doing all of this stuff and it's only impacting only one of your credit reports and you still got 2 other ones that still need help, why are we jumping through all of these hoops when we can just do the traditional tried and true strategies in order to get our credit scores up? Let's keep going. FICO scores are used by 90% of the top lenders. That is true. That is true. But we just went over lenders use different items. FICO score 8, auto score 8, FICO score 2, FICO score 9. I made a video about FICO score 10, even though a lot of people aren't really using that. But there are a whole bunch of different scoring models. So which one are they using? So Experian, they are telling the truth. FICO is used, but which scoring model are they using? Let's keep going. This is the testimonials of people saying that they got their credit score up. That's fine. I got no problem with that. Here is where they're talking about the process. Step 1, you connect your bank account. And I'm going to be showing you very quickly why you don't want to be doing this to begin with. But the whole process is you connect your bank account to Experian. They choose and they verify the utilities and the different accounts that you're paying every month. And then within a matter of minutes, you will see a boost to your Experian credit score. That is true. That's the process. Let's read this. How is Experian Boost different? Unlike credit repair companies, Experian Boost is completely free and can increase your credit scores fast. Credit repair may cost you thousands of dollars and only help fix inaccuracies, which you can do yourself for free. That is true. You don't really need a credit repair company. There are tons of videos on my YouTube channel that you can watch and get your credit increase for free. That is true. Piggybacking services that add you to a stranger's account are risky and considered deceptive by lenders. Raise your credit score securely with Experian Boost. Now they are right about this. Again, this is authorized user. Piggybacking and authorized users are one and the same. Most major lenders, if they see an authorized user, they're not going to give you loans based off of AUs. Most lenders want to see your primary account, where you are the primary account holder. Not that your mom or your spouse or you paid somebody $500 or $1,000 for them to add you to an authorized user. So they are right about that. Now here's the funny part. Here's where I was looking at all the commercials and I'm like, why is Experian going so hard at Credit Karma? Why are they trying to compete with Credit Karma all of a sudden? Well, at least it seems to me all of a sudden. All you have to do is let's look at Fortune.com. There was an article that was posted December 10th. Intuit is the company that owns services and software like TurboTax. They're big. So what they ended up doing was they actually bought Credit Karma for $8.1 billion, including cash and stock. $8.1 billion with a B. Why is this important? Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's read a couple of sentences. They are the largest, most powerful fintech company out there, Goodzari adds. But what makes Credit Karma the most special is not just the scale of the customers, which by the way has not been replicated by anyone and Experian is trying to compete. It's their data. Indeed, combining with Intuit gives Credit Karma access to much of the same valuable information that its tax prep offering did, insight into customers' income and ability to make loan payments, allowing it to improve its financial product recommendation. So what does this mean? This means that the reason why Credit Karma got bought for $8 billion and the reason why Experian is spending so much money on hiring John Cena and spending millions upon millions on advertising is that you and I, we are the product. FICO and the lenders, they're in bed together. They are on the same team. FICO, the credit bureaus, and the big banks. They are in bed together. We are the consumer. So the more information that these banks have and that FICO has, the easier it is for these banks to figure out who to give money to, who not to give money to. I talked about this in the video about FICO 10T. What FICO is doing now, they're trying to get as much information as possible about you and I. How much you spend, how much you use on your utilization, how often are you late, What kind of accounts do you have? They're taking all of this information on us, and they're going back to the big banks, your Bank of America's, your Chase, all of the big financial institutions. They're going to get that information. They're going to share it amongst each other, and then they're going to figure out, okay, Joel has a 680 credit score. We're going to offer him this product and this product and this product, and we're going to give him this interest rate. Oh, damn, Joe got a 500 score. We're not going to give him this product. We're going to give him this other product with a 30% interest rate. Why Credit Karma got bought out for $8 billion is because we're giving them so much information. They have the accounts that we sign up for. Now Experian is going to have our bank account information and what we spend our money on. We're giving them so much information for them to go out and make more money off of us later on, that's the reason why they're able to spend so much money on TV advertising, and why Credit Karma is getting bought out for $8 billion, because Intuit already has your tax information. Now they're going to have your credit card information. You see how they're just collecting data. The name of the game for them is they're just collecting data, and they're going to use that data to make more money off of our backs later on. Now, when it comes to your bank account, let's just look at what happened in the past. Equifax to pay $575 million as a part of a settlement with FTC, CFPB, and states related to the 2017 data breach. If you aren't already aware, Equifax got into a big trouble because a whole bunch of personal information got leaked out. That's not Experian, one of the other big credit monitoring agencies. Back in 2000, the nation's big three are Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. Consumer reporting agencies agreed to pay $2.5 million to settle FTC charges of violating the FCRA. I can keep going, but I'm just trying to show you that the history between the consumers and the credit reporting agencies has not been smooth, right? Again, watch my video on FICO 10T if you need more information. But the moral of the story is the credit bureaus, they're not your friend. The credit bureaus, the big banks, FICO, they're on the same team. They're working together. You and I as consumers, we're going to have to figure this out for ourselves. We can no longer be ignorant when it comes to what's going on, who's doing what. There are other ways to build your credit profile. Go to creditcodes.com. I have some sample dispute letters. I have information on how you can add positive payment history, add positive accounts to your credit profile. You don't need to hand your bank account to companies in order to get a 10-point boost to your credit report. You don't need to do that. There are other ways to do that where you can keep your information private, safe, and secure. Not to say that Experian is just going to steal your information. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying you don't need to hand over all of your information just to get a few points added to your credit report. So the moral of the story is, does it work? Are you able to get a 10-point, maybe 20-point boost? Yes, you are going to be able to do that with Experian Boost. But remember, it's only on one credit report. It's only going to be your FICO score 8. Remember, there are a whole bunch of other FICO scoring models. So if you try to get that auto loan or if you try to get that mortgage, they're not even going to be paying attention to your Experian Boost. And then pay attention to the fact that the reason why Credit Karma is getting bought out for $8 billion is because your personal information is very valuable to big businesses, to financial institutions. Understand that, and then understand that the history behind the credit bureaus and consumers have not been the smoothest. So keep your information private, keep your information secure. If you want to build your credit score, stick to the fundamentals, stick to the things that actually work, and don't really fall into the hype. Hopefully you got some gems out of this. If you did, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'm going to check you out in the next video. Peace.